Oh, bro, come
Son of a bitch.
front door. They did that shit on purpose, didn't they?
I'll see why they locked the back door.
I feel bad for Bruce, man.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, I hope Bruce feels better.
Yo, what's up?
We weren't trying to ditch him, I swear. We just...
No, he's got... I've heard that kidney stones are the most painful thing in the world, dude. It's worse than a toothache, and that's what he's dealing with. Galveston Island Transparency's passing kidney stones. For everybody in the live chat, y'all say a prayer for him. He's in a lot of pain.
He says he's been feeling...
He went to the emergency room the other night. What's up, loose cunt? All right, there he is, the man of the hour. Oh, shit. All right, public meeting. They locked us out? There we go. So I was on Galveston's Facebook page, and they've been giving Gardner awards and shit, dude. Uh-oh, it's a slam room. Public comments haven't started yet.
I'll assume it's not too late.
You guys, if you go to my community post, I put the link where anybody can make a public comment. It takes about 2 minutes to fill out the form, and they'll read it. All right, let's look at the chats. Brandon, what's up? John. I want to say hello to all the members first. John House. Hillsborough Cop Wash, what's up, man? Douglas Fox, what's up? Chris Against Tyranny, what's up, dude? Y'all smash the thumbs up button. He's signing up to public comment.
If you want to show them that, that's the agenda.
That's the agenda.
We've missed enough of these guys. We are coming back to them.
So I was on Galveston's Facebook page today, and they've been giving Gardner awards. This man is locking people up for free speech, and they're giving him awards for... He's pulled over... there's only one other officer that's pulled over more people than him this year, and that's Jones. So they gave Jones and Gardner an award. Doesn't matter if it was unlawfully pulled over, unlawfully arrested. They gave this man an award, y'all. This will thin out in a little bit. Once it gets to the public comments, most of these people leave. Go ahead, dude, you're good. Last time we came over here, they had candies over here. Let's go see if they still got them. I don't know why you gave me this. Now I got to carry it around. Oh, they locked it. Damn it. Yeah. They locked it because every time I come in here, I eat a bunch of those candies that are sitting right there. That's why they locked it. I got denied, y'all. They locked the door. Uh-oh. See him sitting back there? What'd you guys think of the video I put out today of Jared Rivas with a criminal record? The cop that we refused to identify has a criminal record. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys saw the video I put out today. Cool. What's up, Bridget? Thanks for the membership, Bridget. Awesome. Hey, what's up, News Now Ninja? What's up, dude? I slept in late today. Okay. Damn, that was quick, dude. Hell yeah.
Man, when you gotta go, it's quick.
Hell yeah. That was some real investigative journalism right there. That video that I put out today. That was a month-long investigation. That was a month-long investigation. I love it when the pretty ladies smile at me. You guys bear with me because public comments will be coming up shortly. I submitted mine online. That means that, see, why should I have to get up? I don't feel like getting up and walking to the podium. We got public servants that we pay, so I put my public comment in through the internet. Make them read it. You know, what's the irony? I'm complaining about the city. Make the city read it to the city. You guys give me a thumbs up if you like that mentality. I put my public comment in through the internet so it'll be read. He's going to speak publicly. Hell yeah. I thought the irony was great. Let me complain, type it up real good, make my complaint, make them read it while I sit there and video it. That way I don't even have to get up and walk up there.
My name is George, and I'm honored to be current steward of the former home.
That's a good question, John D. Nicola. I don't know. Hey, are you going to mention anything about how Rivas is a convicted criminal and he's a cop? Okay, good. Good Citizen's going to raise that question. What?
Public comment. It's agenda item 9. We're on 8A right now.
Okay.
We got keys to go and then
Public comments coming up in about 3 more agendas. That's a good question, News Now Ninja. And I don't know the answer to that. He was convicted of auto burglary. Is that a felony, auto burglary?
I'm gonna look it up. Pretty fucking sure. You were talking about that earlier.
You caught me slipping, News Now Ninja. I did not investigate the end of that far. It sounds like a felony. And then he had criminal mischief, aggravated criminal mischief. He's looking it up right now. Auto burglary. I'm sure they have felony levels and misdemeanor levels.
What does that mean? So I did a simple Google search. Google the address of the property. And the Rosenberg Library article came up and indicated that that address was that of Jesse McGuire. Well, Jesse McGuire then became from Mr. Jesse McGuire to solve.
Finna find out. Sounds like a serious crime to me.
It says a person commits.
No, just read it.
It says a person commits an offense if, without the effective consent of the owner, he breaks into or enters a vehicle or any part of a vehicle with the intent to commit a felony or theft.
So that's a felony.
Well, it's a felony or theft, so I'm assuming it's a misdemeanor. I'm looking up. It says the offense is a Class A misdemeanor with a minimum term of confinement of 6 months if it is shown on the trial of the offense that the defendant has been previously convicted under this offense or intersection. It's a state jail felony. So he got convicted twice, and then had a history of doing it, and it's a state jail felony.
Looks like it was a misdemeanor charge, you guys.
He did it 3 fucking times.
Because he had 3 charges, and you can tell, by the way, if you watch the video, you can tell that he took a deal because one of the charges was wiped where you couldn't see what the charge was. The other one said plea deal, and the other one said convicted, no jury. So he had 3 charges, and they really only got him for that one auto burglary.
Well, it's because they caught him in Galveston County.
Yeah.
He started
It was a crime spree.
in Brazoria.
He started in Brazoria County, came all the way over here breaking into cars. So he got caught breaking into 2 cars. That just makes you wonder, how many did he not get caught breaking into? He's probably snorting coke all night long. And
This is the thing, bro. This is the thing. So, according to Texas Penal Code, criminal mischief is defined as when a person intentionally damages or destroys another individual's property.
and they got a picture of a busted window. So he probably busted somebody's window.
And somebody called the police saying, hey, my car's been broken into. I heard somebody smash my window.
Yeah.
That's what the criminal mischief is.
Yeah.
They couldn't get him for burglary because he didn't steal anything. But he stole something in Galveston County, and that's why he ended
Yeah.
up getting the burglary.
Yeah. I guarantee you it started out as a felony charge, but he took a plea deal. Yeah.
Well, he had 3 fucking counts.
He had 3, yeah. 3 counts, you guys. That's what they hire in Galveston.
I hope everybody sticks around for the I'm making him look like trash.
He still got convicted of a crime. You're right, John. It definitely looks like it was a misdemeanor charge, you guys, but I'm just guessing. It started out as a felony, but he took a plea deal. That's my guess.
Either way, just don't employ somebody. They employ an auto burglary.
I'll put it to y'all like this. I have a rap sheet. I have a bad past. I used to be a drug addict. I used to get arrested a lot, but I never, ever, never, ever, ever, ever broke into anybody's house or anybody's car. Ever. Never. All my charges were like DUI, driving on a suspended license, possession of some pain pills, possession of weed. Those were the kind of charges that I had. Stealing a salad out of Walmart or some stupid shit like that. I think that happened to me one time. Hey, I got Here's the Deal in here. What's up, Brian?
He just released a video about feeding the homeless in Houston.
Cool, man.
Released a video on that.
I was editing video all day yesterday, so I didn't watch anything on YouTube. I have to watch it when I get home. What's up, Tiff? Let me make Brian a moderator. As moderator. Cool, man. I made you a moderator. Did you see the investigative journalist video I did today? I exposed a convicted criminal who was a police officer at the Galveston Police Department. It was a months-long investigation. Hey, so what's going on with all the red shirts?
So we're in a.
You want to be on camera or no? Okay, I won't point it at you then.
So our sorority, one of our founders of our sorority, her house is here, and so they were voting to designate it as a historical landmark.
Oh, cool.
And so we all came out in our sorority.
Oh, hell yeah. Good deal.
So it passed, by the way.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so they got one of their fraternity leaders' house designated as a historic landmark. Cool.
Yeah, one of the founders of the sorority.
I'm down with that.
God damn it.
As soon as they clear out, there'll be room inside.
That's the fucked up part. They get through all the public comments. They used to be the public comments first.
Yeah.
Now they do all this bullshit so everybody clears out so nobody hears what stuff's going to happen. Tonight, they're going to arrest a shitload of black people because it's Thursday night because the bomb is going to be popped.
Yeah.
and they're gonna arrest all the black people that's coming out that club.
Yeah, so
Black
what?
and driving on Galveston, you need to watch out for that, guys. Don't go out of your homes past 11 o'clock. You're gonna get pulled over.
So on Thursday night, they have a hip hop night at one of the major bars in Galveston, and it's heavily targeted by the police department. That's basically what he was saying.
You come out of your house, you're African American, and you're on Galveston, you're
Gardner will get you. Yeah,
Line
yeah.
officer will arrest you. And line officer.
Dude, I was watching the video on Facebook, and never mind. I ain't gonna say that. We're not missing public comment, are we, right now, huh? Item 8B.
About donating a piece of Galveston public property.
Oh, excuse me. Ready to go in? Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going in.
CRS program on this. I think some misinformation is being circulated. Could you clarify that, please, sir?
Y'all asked me to check out whether this extension would have any impact on our CRS program. That's kind of a flood-related rating system. That's done out of the building department. I checked up there. Well, Donna Fairweather checked for me, and they had discussed this, and their determination was there would be no impact on our CRS rating were this item to pass today.
Very good. Council, any questions for Adriel or for Don? David?
Hi, Adriel. Yeah, I asked a bunch of questions in a workshop, but did some more research today, and I've got a question for you. You state that the only change in the PUD application is the extension of the duration for the PUD. Is that correct? Has a variance been provided in this request for extension to LDR section 10.307 that would allow the variance from the maximum floor plate area for floors 6 through 8 in excess of 15,000 square feet? The reason I ask that, because currently as designed, the floor areas on floors 6 through 8 are approximately 32,000 square feet, more than double allowed by the LDRs.
All deviations requested by the applicant are listed in condition 2 of the report. Anything outside of that would have to comply.
Is this particular variance listed?
It is not.
Very good, thank you.
Very good, thank you. Any other questions for Adriel or Don? It is 5:45 p.m. I'm going to open the public hearing on item 8B. Is there anyone in the audience like to make a comment on this? Come forward, sir, and identify yourself if you would, please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, staff. My name is Stephen Beagle. I'm the applicant and the architect for the TR project. With me is Sonny Batija from the Saatchi Development Corporation. Sonny is the owner and developer. Also here with us, the design team would be Rhonda Greg Hirsch, Matt Atkins, and we have Steve Schultz here, our counsel, as well as Betty Harford, who is our marketing consultant, who's handling most of the sales. We're here simply to request an extension of time. The PUD was previously approved on August 26th of 2021. It was a 2-year window of time to obtain the permit. We are nearing completion on our permit application documents. We've climbed many hurdles and many steps up the ladder, and we're nearly there. The time specifically that we're asking for is 16 months for the issuance of the permit through December of next year. And of course, there's a corresponding construction schedule with that. So our rationale is in front of you, the reasons that we need the extension. We're nearly there, and we appreciate your consideration.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Any other comments from the public on this particular item? It is 5:46 p.m. I'm going to bring this back to council. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to move to approve.
I have a motion for approval of item 8B by Councilwoman Robb. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
We have a second by Councilman Listowski. Any discussion, council? Yes, David.
I've got several points I'd like to make. One, this is not the city's problem to solve. The developer chose the site, did due diligence regarding entitlements, bought the site knowing these entitlements, and directed his architects and engineers to design a concept plan that's not in conformance with federal, state, and local codes. There is always another design solution. Previously in workshop, there had been comments made questioning my position for development in the city. My voting record while on planning commission as well as on council demonstrates that I am in favor of development that meets all federal, state, and local codes, including those that comply with variances afforded by a public utility district. I also want to continue to voice my opposition to the project as currently designed for the following reasons. It is not in compliance with Texas Administrative Code Title 31, Part 1, Chapter 15, Subchapter A, Rule 15.4 C8, construction of concrete slabs and other impervious surfaces within 200 feet of the line of vegetation. Even though City Council passed an ordinance providing exception to this, the General Land Office has not rendered an opinion. In a letter from the GLO to the city on June 7th, the GLO specifically noted that in order to approve a variance to state rules, 31 TAC 15.305 requires that a reasoned justification be provided that clearly demonstrates to the GLO and the public how the variance is equal to or more protective than existing state rule. To date, I have not seen documentation meeting this request. It is not in compliance with the City of Galveston land development regulations, in particular, Division 10.300 of the land development regulations pertaining to the calculation of the floor to area ratio. You are not allowed to use the area of the site within the dune protection area in the calculation of the FAR. In addition, there has not been a request for an increase to the FAR beyond 3.5 as currently provided, or relief from the height and density development zone regulation disallowing the dune protection area in calculating the FAR. Furthermore, my other question was just answered related to if a variance had been applied for and accepted related to LDR section 10.307. Having said that, I do want to afford the opportunity to the developer to work with the staff to bring the project into compliance. We should be aiming to make moderate and equitable changes to regulatory requirements to accommodate projects and help applicants respond to extraordinary site or other unforeseen conditions. And on balance, provide a larger long-term benefit, provide relief from hardship of compliance, and do no harm. I encourage staff and the developer to design the building to fit the site. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Finkley. Any other comments before we vote? Please cast your vote. That is approved by all individuals here. Thank you very much. That is unanimously approved. It's moved to item 8C, please.
Item 8C, consider for approval an ordinance of the City of Galveston, Texas, creating a plan unit development overlay zoning district and a residential single-family zoning district to construct a single-family residential development on property commonly known as a vacant tract located north of 7402 Stewart Road, and which is legally described as Hall and Jones Survey, portion of Lot 139, Trimble and Lindsay, Section 1, in the City and County of Galveston, Texas, planning case number 23P-043, making various findings and provisions related to the subject and providing for an effective date.
Very good. Thank you very much. This is Catherine.
The
request is to incorporate a planned unit development PUD overlay district to a residential single-family R1 base zoning district to construct a single-family residential development comprised of 19 single-family residential units in a reserve. The intent of this PUD is to, 1, deviate from the minimum lot size, lot width, lot depth, and front and rear setbacks required in the R1 zoning district addendum. 2, allow for a private drive, and 3, reduce the width of the private drive from 60 feet to 20 feet. Staff finds this development is compatible with the surrounding land uses due to the fact that the proposed development is surrounded by residential neighborhoods of a similar residential character. There's a mix of housing types in the area, including townhouse, small lot, single family, and standard lot, single family. Staff is recommending approval, as is the planning commission.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Any questions, council, for Ms. Gorman? It is 5:52 p.m. I'm going to open the public hearing on item 8C. Anyone in the audience like to make a comment on this? Hearing no reply, at 5:52 p.m. I'm going to close the public comment on item 8C, bring it back to council for action.
I'd like to make a motion for approval.
We have a motion for approval. Have a motion for approval, Councilman Bouvier, seconded by Councilmember Binkley. And seconded. Thank you very much. Any discussion, council? Please cast your votes. It is unanimous for those that are here. Thank you very much. All right, let's move to public comment if we could, please, Kelly.
Item 9, public comment on agenda items and non-agenda items.
This is our time for public comment. I would, as I've mentioned each time, we give 3 minutes for public comment. We do, according to the Open Meetings Act with the state of Texas, don't be alarmed, we cannot reply back to you, but rest assured that when you make your comments, they're being taken by council members and by city staff to follow up on. We do have 3 minutes there. We will try to enforce that 3 minutes. We'd like for everyone to stay within that 3 minutes. You do have a time clock here that you can watch as you testify and give your public comment. I'm going to call first Stephanie Loving. Stephanie?
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council. Thank you so much for having me this evening. I'm Stephanie Loving. I am the Senior Manager of Government and Regulatory Affairs for the Comcast Texas region. I mainly work with local governments, and I wanted to thank you for your recognition tonight of Anne. We've had a wonderful association with our kiosk here. We are closing it on the 8th of August to have our new store, which we're excited to have. Of course, we've served the residents here with home and business internet, cable television, home security, and mobile phones. Now they'll have a large space with multiple employees that will be able to assist them with their needs. We certainly hope that everyone will come and visit us. We're at 2719 61st Street, Suite B, which is in the Randall Shopping Center. The other thing that I would definitely like to make sure that the council and the citizens are aware of, and that is affordable internet. One of the things that whenever we do come into a city is we want to be certain that that it's understood we don't leave anyone behind. So it's not just for those businesses that can afford the most robust services, but if you are a senior citizen, if you are an income-constrained household, a veteran that's on a fixed income, we definitely want to make sure that everyone is aware of the Affordable Connectivity Program and how it compares, or how it works with, or is compatible with, the Internet Essentials Program, which basically makes home internet free for those who qualify. We'd love to have everyone come down to our store and find out more about that. And we thank you very much for this evening. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Stephanie. Lindsay White. Lindsay?
Everyone, Mayor, Council, thank you for this opportunity. I'm Lindsay White. I'm the Executive Director of United Way of Galveston, and I'm happy to follow our fantastic partner Comcast, represented by Stephanie Loving, in sharing brief remarks. Comcast has been a long-standing partner of United Way. I do better if I read, so I prepared. Comcast has been a long-standing partner of United Way, and on June 30th, we worked together to host a Brunch and Learn event at McGuire Dent at Wright Cooney Rec Center. And we want to say a huge thank you to Sheila and her awesome team for their fantastic hospitality. That facility is a Comcast-sponsored Lift Zone, and a Lift Zone provides complimentary high-speed broadband service to local youth and families. During our Brunch and Learn, the main topic was digital equity that was briefly referenced by my colleague, and the importance of helping everyone have access to the internet. That means making sure home connection is within reach, like through Comcast's participation in the Affordable Connectivity Program. But it's also about making sure folks have the computer equipment and digital skills they need to maximize the connectivity. Together, we're working to address all of those elements and bridge the digital divide and connect people who need digital access to that very thing. Thank you, Comcast, for your partnership on this event, and thank you for the surprise announcement of cash donations to all of the nonprofits in attendance, as well as the donation of 20 laptops to both of the city rec centers that host Comcast Lift Zones. And thank you, Comcast, for being the very first sponsor of United Way of Galveston's 100th anniversary gala coming on October 13th. That's it.
Thank you, Lindsay, very much. She's a model public comment. Ted O'Rourke. Ted?
Pass it down.
After all the glowing remarks today and the things nice people have done, it's kind of tough for me to come up here and kind of rain on the parade. But after leaving the workshop today, I had to go take some medicine to kind of calm down after listening to the port's report to the council on trying to get this bond money. I think that the biggest thing is what you're looking at is the proof that you have an entity that comes to you, and the question is asked by Mr. Finkley if there was any indication that this was coming down the pipe. And they said it was only found out about it this year. It was the comment that came out of the chairman's mouth. And that's why they were having to rush to do this. If you notice that article there, that was November of 2021. If you look at the second page that's highlighted, it shows you telling the port that to get ready for the improvements to the terminal. Then, second of all, the other comment is that someone just comes to the port and screams that the sky is falling. I'm not screaming the sky is falling. I know that Charlotte has looked into some of the matters with the accounting at the port. But I know this much: the last time that the port came to the city and with the bond issue, they failed to notify y'all of a $10.7 million FEMA liability that they had. That wasn't reported. And when I came to you 2 months ago and handed you the documentation that showed that the investigation is going on by the State Board of Accountants, it's a very serious matter. And you really need to take into consideration before you go out and you co-sign for $61 million is what it's gonna be. It's actually $51 million net. They explained it at the meeting yesterday, or on Tuesday. I'm just saying to you, before you do this, you need to get, like Hayes volunteered, get Mr. DeBugarini over there, get the city auditor over there, let him look at these issues about the checks that you already know. They even mentioned welcome him and come over there. But before you bring this back on the 10th or whatever day you're planning on doing it, you should get him over there to look at those issues that you haven't been brought to light, because there are serious matters when checks are missing. And just to say that they got caught up in the machine is unbelievable. And then this thing about a corrupted link, it just doesn't make any sense. You have to have an audit done. I think you should take the time to do the audit. They said they could make it on their own. Let them make it on their own. Have the audit and make sure you're in the clear. You're gonna be on the hook. And I'm just telling you,
you need to really take a look at it, and I'm not crazy. I know some people say I'm radioactive because I'm always bringing up issues like this. This is a serious matter where it wouldn't be being looked at by the State Board and the Securities Exchange Commission. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ted. Sheena Pearson. Sheena?
You can tell they got uncomfortable when that guy was talking.
Greetings, Mayor and City Council members. I'm so happy to be here. We just simply have an invitation for everyone. So this is Judy. She is our youth ambassador for our local nonprofit that's been serving our community now for almost a decade. So in 2019, we formally became Gulf Coast Epilepsy Alliance, founded by myself and my son, primarily Tristan, my son. So if you'll go ahead and take these 7 and go ahead and pass those out up there. Thank you, ma'am.
More blue hair.
So this is Tristan. If you don't know Tristan Pearson, this is my kiddo. This is Tristan. I'm here speaking on his behalf as well. So Gulf Coast Epilepsy Alliance, GCEA, is a 501c3 nonprofit that provides direct services to individuals with seizure disorders and those touched by epilepsy in the Texas Gulf Coast. Again, this is Judy, and she's one of our youth ambassadors for our nonprofit. After Tristan's diagnosis of epilepsy at age 12, a 5-year partnership with EFTX out of Houston, advocating for the passage of the Compassionate Use Act. That was Tristan that went to Washington, D.C. to speak in front of Congress for medical marijuana to stop seizures. We also were able to pass Sam's Law for Texas schools in collaboration with many people throughout the state of Texas that provides free seizure first aid training to every school district within the state of Texas. He raised Suit Up awareness in the New York Times, and then he received his Eagle Scout with Boy Scouts of America. So Tristan established GCA to support and improve the quality of life for people with epilepsy in the Gulf Coast areas of Texas. I'm a BOI, just saying. And then there's a couple of other invites that need to go to these individuals here and here. So we started off with 100. So this is our little group, 100. We're now at 1,700 members currently. This is the reason here that we passed a state law so that all children are protected within our school district. So every teacher, staff member, school nurse knows how to perform seizure first aid. You all know our U.S. Congressman, Randy Weber, and you know our Senator Mays Middleton. So these are just 2 of the laws that we worked on. He's actually working on his 3rd law right now to have passed for the state of Texas to protect those with epilepsy. So we are here today just to give you an invitation and a save the date, which is this document here. If anybody would like one, we have plenty of extras. So it just basically says you're invited, come join GCEA for a fun afternoon in the park to recognize the GCEA superheroes for October Suit Up Epilepsy Awareness Month. And so my time is out, but Judy is also on the list to speak, so you have her information as well. Do you want to read that paragraph right there?
All right, well, just one second. First of all, thank you, Sheena.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is Judy, is that correct? You have, all right, go right ahead, Judy, and we can start that. There we go.
I'm going to just read a little bit of that. Enjoy. So Judy is a SPED student here, formerly City of Galveston, and again, a youth ambassador with our nonprofit. So we're gonna read together, how about that, okay? So enjoy a live butterfly release, music, a pop-up market, peppy therapy, silent auction, food trucks, photo booth, face painting, and friendship, all while supporting GCA's programs. Raising Suit Up awareness. So Suit Up is sudden, unexpected death and epilepsy. My son is now 22. He still has seizures at least 2 to 3 times a month. He is at high risk. So we provide seizure safety. So we'll have 2 physicians coming in. Again, with this very large group that we have within our nonprofit, we have Dr. Todd Mazel that's going to be speaking, and Dr. Hannah Dave. As you can see, that's UTMB Health here in Galveston, which both my parents are retired from, and I took an early retirement because of Tristan's medical health and condition, and so we moved forward on a nonprofit, and so I had to resign after working with Dr. David Callender when he resigned. So we will have this event on Sunday, October 8th at the Wayne Johnson Community Center. It's at Carbide Park. It's a free event. All the activities are free. Everything's free. We just wanted to extend an invitation. And then she, I think, wants to read this part because she's really good at this part. This is the part she's really, really, really good at. So go, girl.
1 in 10 will have a seizure in his or her lifetime. 1 in 26 will be diagnosed with epilepsy.
Fantastic. So I want you to think about 1 in 10. So 1 in 10, 1 in 10. Mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle. That could be your children. 1 in 10 now are having seizures. Raise your hand. Have you ever seen somebody have a seizure? Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. Have you ever met somebody who has epilepsy? Raise your hand, raise your hand. It's very, very common. It's very, very common. And so the only way that we can keep each other safe is by using our voices and raising awareness. And that's what Tristan has done from Washington to Austin, here in Galveston, Galveston County, and we're spreading throughout the Gulf Coast. And so we're here just to support your residents, to support everyone here in the area, and then provide free services like this. And so we just wanted to say thank you so much for the time today. Please save the date. Please come join us. Senator Mays Middleton is honoring 10 of our awardees that are part of this program. So we have a special gift coming from him. Also, Congressman Randy Weber is also putting something together for our 10 awardees as well. So we just want to extend that invitation. We're expecting them to be there and attend, but we would love to have you join us.
Thank you, Sheena. Thank you, Judy, very much.
I'd like to say, Judy, you're the cutest youth ambassador I ever saw, and you did a fabulous job.
Yay!
It only gets worse because of all the jabs they give babies now. It just
Very
keeps
good.
getting more and
I have
more.
down here Hilda with the Children's Center. Okay. Well, Sheila Bell. Sheila? Is Hilda?
Fumble. Dallas Cowboys.
Sheila, come on up.
Hello, everybody.
Come on, Dad.
Hey.
How y'all?
Good.
Good. First, I want to thank City Council for the last meeting. Y'all just really touched my heart. Thank you for your kind words. Mr. Collins, Mr. Latowski. Hey, Sheila Bell. And Ms. Rob, Mayor is always kind. Mr. Collins, I really appreciate you. Y'all give them a shout out. Tell them the good job that they do. All right. Also, here are some photos of tornadoes. Always by power lines, all types of things like that. Meteorologists all over the world, God tell me what y'all don't know. Y'all know how the tornado ends. God shows me how hurricanes and tornadoes begin. Got a TV exclusive for you. All hurricanes start off as tornadoes. They both have eyes, wind, rain, same components, lightning. Y'all didn't know that, but God does, He told me. So you, instead of starting at the end of the hurricane, start at the beginning. Y'all looking for them. Okay, oh yeah, just turn my mic on. Okay, another thing. God showed me 2 visions of that flood again. Deep blue water. When you see it, it's a sign. It's not a good day. It's not a normal day. My prayer is that there's some millionaire on this island, or city council who will give every person on this island a life jacket. So the headlines don't read, city surprised by flash flood, tens of thousands perish. No, the headline should read, everyone had a life jacket due to preparation. That's what it should read. All right, a reporter called me, asked me some questions. Sheila Bell, what do you think about what people say about what you say? And a kind lady took my photo, but they didn't do the article, so I'm here to tell you what I said. 2005, God gave me a vision. Flood, no rain. 2008, I was literally standing in Cedar Terrace like this, looking at the flood, wondering where in the world was the rain. God was right. It happened just like He said. 2012, the Lord showed me an attack by China. Chemicals in the air. 2020, we all had to stay in the house because There was chemicals everywhere. President Trump even said so, that it was airborne. 2019, I came to City Council. The Lord told me to come here and tell you that America was going to be attacked. And it was that following year with coronavirus. Just a couple of weeks ago, visions about the flood. Now, y'all get y'all life jackets. Please get your life jackets. Stock up on food and water. This nation is going to be attacked again. China only did half of what God showed me. It's far, far, far worse. You must prepare. Now, what happens is people love to blame God, but when he sends you a warning, it's on you if you don't prepare. So you got to stock up on food. There will be martial law. People will have to stay in the house. I wish I had more time. Love y'all.
Thank you, Sheila.
Oh, here are the photos. These tornadoes are tearing up the nation, and they behind these tornadoes. God's trying to help y'all. Now, listen to Sheila Bell. I ain't just talking.
She's talking about weather manipulation.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Mayor.
Flush it all away.
Hilda, with
Flush it all away.
Someone in the audience wants to speak to this.
See you down in Arizona Bay.
Okay. I have a form here. It says good citizen. Need to get your name if we could, please, sir. Come on up.
Oh, here we go.
Good. Identify yourself, please, sir. Okay.
So I've been here several times before talking about the same thing, the issues with the police department. I'm not going to be as nice as some of the people before. I'm actually pretty damn frustrated. We have a police officer still employed that brutally beat me, brutally beat another man of this community, and he is still employed. He's allowed to take vacation until retirement. What the actual F word is that about? He's allowed to take vacation until retirement? Are you kidding me? And then I find out just today from an investigative news report that we have employed in Galveston a criminal on the police force. His name is Jared Rivas. He has a misdemeanor history of, auto theft burglary. Are you kidding me? You give a criminal a badge and a gun to steal legally for the city here. Also, we have several city ordinances that are against the Constitution and actually go against state law. So not only are you violating state law, you're violating federal law. It's absolutely atrocious, and that needs to be addressed. First of all, your interference law, that is a big problem. The interference in the municipal code is all they can arrest us for because it doesn't go against the state. It goes against the state statute. It doesn't say in the state statute that you can arrest somebody for talking too loud. It says that speech alone is not interference. What the hell is going on here? I'm tired of this. You said in the beginning of this meeting, sir, that y'all address issues and reach back out to people. I, nor anybody who's ever been to one of these meetings with me, has ever been addressed. We have given you our email addresses, we have given you our information, time after time after time, and we haven't been reached out. Sorry, I gotta calm down a little bit. I'm getting frustrated. Another thing is how do you expect the citizens of Galveston to respect the integrity of the Galveston Police Department when one, you don't hold police officers accountable, and two, you hire criminals? What the F word? I'm absolutely tired of it. We're sickened of it, and I'm sure you're gonna get some more complaints about it following this. It's absolutely atrocious and ridiculous. I would encourage you to reach out to me, okay? Because I am gonna be filing several different lawsuits. I have been arrested several times. One case has been dropped so far. One case wasn't even taken to court because the officer arrested me without probable cause and without a fucking complaint. I'm tired of it and I'm aggravated. I apologize. But at the same time, I've got 17 seconds left. Look, if y'all would reach out to us, we can work on this together. But if y'all want to go against us, then we're just going to have to file lawsuits and you're going to have millions of dollars in settlements y'all are going to have to settle with. And I guarantee the citizens will not enjoy that. Thank you.
Emily Henderson. Emily?
Good job, bro. Yeah, I put my comments in electronically.
Okay, I'm going to piggyback off of that. I've complained more than once. In the past, I got restraining orders, gag orders, and NDAs. I've complained more than once to the police. They refuse to enforce the court orders. The person I took to court is a sex offender. Other people got restraining orders and took him to court. I don't know why the police won't enforce the court orders, which is why I complained more than once to Sharon Lewis about this. I don't know what the problem is. I'm not the only person that had problems with this person. Like I said before, when I was a minor, he got mad at me because I wouldn't sleep with him, and he was a grown man. He did something to one of my church members. My church member was like 11 or 12 years old at the time. He's a repeat offender. I don't know what the problem is with the police. It's a simple police matter. I've contacted Sharon Lewis, Craig Brown. I contacted Middleton and Weber. I contacted Greg Abbott and Ted Cruz. Nothing has changed. I get why he's mad. I'm curious. This is not my fault. And I guess this is beyond a racial issue, but maybe since somebody that's not black is complaining as well, then maybe something will get done. I'm furious. I've had so many problems with this person. He sent his friends and his family members after me because I've got court orders. So his wife or his girlfriend or whatever found out what church I was at, went to the church to bother me, and complained and said that something's wrong with me because I was at the church and I said, pray for me, I'm trying to find a job. She went around and told everybody, don't hire her. We don't like her. Because I sued him because he was stalking me even before I turned 18 and won and got the court orders. I've had so many problems. I cannot find a job and I have a college degree because he and his friends, when I got gag orders and NDAs as well as a restraining order because he's a liar, because he was found guilty of libel and slander and stalking me even before I turned 18. And he is a repeat offender and he's a sex offender. He's had other people that took him to court too. I don't know what the problem is. This is not my fault. I'm so angry he tries to get me blackballed when I have a college degree because that's a form of retaliation. When other people sued him and won their cases too, even males. Because he's not picky. I cannot believe this. This is not my problem. Fix whatever he did. And then when they stole my ID number and my social, I contacted Social Security. I went down to the police station because they stole my ID and my social. They still haven't fixed it. And I went to, DPS. They wouldn't fix it when I said they stole my ID number. I'm almost out of time. This is BS. I'm furious too. But since white people are on board, maybe something will be done.
All right, very good, thank you.
You can give me your contact information. I need to talk to your lawyer.
All right.
That's completely fine. I'm curious.
Janelle, there's no other forms that have been filled out. Therese, did you want to say a few words? I put your form back and you said you didn't want it.
I put my comment in electronically, y'all.
And I just want to just say,
oh no,
I really enjoyed working here. Galveston has some of the best, I'm gonna try not to cry, but Galveston has some of the best employees. I have worked with so many people here, and that's really all I want to say to them. I am gonna miss here, and Galveston has the best employees I have ever worked with since I started working professionally. So I just want to bring something positive. So thank y'all, and I'm trying not to cry.
You were moving along to something spectacular. You did great. We love you.
Thank you. I love y'all too. Thank you. See y'all.
Teresa,
They're licking each other's boots, y'all.
Expertise, but your smiling face, it's always been just wonderful. And this is a shock to me. I've worked with you for so many years here, so I wish you the best.
Thank you. And I put Galveston employees against anyone, even my hometown, Vicksburg, Mississippi. And if anybody know me, y'all know I love Mississippi. But I have met some of the most amazing people here, and I truly enjoy working for the city of Galveston.
She loves licking the boot.
Oh, you can still call me.
My bad, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. The best to you.
That was a major boot
Very
licking
good.
session.
We had some written comments. Those were distributed to council, so each council member has received those. Let's move to item 10A, please, Nellie.
What? You're
Item
not gonna
10A,
read them?
consider for approval an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Galveston, Texas, donating property to the
Oh,
Galveston
they're not gonna
Independent
read or
School
count
District
comments.
of right-of-ways commonly located at Avenue N1/2 and 41st Street to 43rd Street, and the alley between Avenue N1/2 and Avenue O in the City and County of Galveston pursuant to Local Government Code, Section 271.001, approving and authorizing the city manager to execute any documents pertaining thereto upon the approval of the city attorney, providing for findings of fact and providing for an effective date.
Very good. Dawn, did you want to say a few words, or do we have on that? Dawn?
Yes, sir.
Did you want to make a comment on this, or
Since when do they not read the comments?
just item 10A?
They did last time we were here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and he said they've been distributed amongst the council, and then he moved to the next agenda. That's some
Well,
bullshit,
it's,
man.
Scott, as you've seen,
It's not being transparent.
this is a donation as opposed to the usual land abandonment.
What a bunch
There's a special statute that provides, that allows us to
That's Galveston
donate
for you.
land to the public school for their public use. And Brian thought it was a good idea, and I think it is. We specifically pointed out we want
Yeah, they
to
changed the
support
rules.
Ball High and moving forward. And
Very good. We discussed this in workshop. We have the gentleman here that had kind of given us input at the workshop. Council, I'd entertain a motion unless you have questions.
I have a
Yeah.
couple questions.
Yes, sir.
At the
Supposed to
workshop,
be
I just
read
wanted
out
to
loud.
See if you had those answers.
Yeah, so the temporary parking lot capacity is gonna be 156. Okay.
Would you state your name?
Zach Johnson with 06.
That was bullshit, man.
So the temporary lot will have a capacity of 156 parking spots. That's gonna be west of Scott.
And that's what.
If they'd have been bootlicking comments, they'd have read
Do you
those.
know how many were in the old parking lot?
I do.
Hey, there's the prosecutor.
193 in the old student and 193 in the old teacher lot.
Oh, wow. So there's less than half, less than half.
This guy's the
In the
prosecutor.
temporary lot.
here.
Do you know if there were any other accommodations around there for parking? Because it would.
Hey, man, how you been?
My,
Go ahead.
my issue, I don't have an issue with abandonment, but we're taking away parking even on the street with this abandonment, and when school starts.
Yeah, there's the prosecutor. So we should have mixed in some bootlicking comments, and then they'd have been forced to read them. That was fucked up, dude. They fucked me, dude, because I had some good comments in there. Well, next time I'll go up and speak, man. See, this guy right here is the prosecutor that refuses to drop my charges. He said the walking in the street's a good charge, and he'll take it all the way. Something is wrong with my gimbal. It's acting weird. No, the battery says it's full. It's just operating on its own. Well, damn, I'm disappointed, dude, because I know a lot of people put in for the public comments. A lot of people did. My gimbal is acting stupid, y'all. All right, we're done here. I don't know why my gimbal's doing this. Huh?
You end your live stream or you gonna stay live?
Well, we're done, ain't we?
Yeah, I'm done.
Dude, that was a good speech, man.
Yeah, just coming off the top of my head.
Dude, I'm pissed, man. Huh? I feel like I just got robbed. My gimbal is messing up. I don't know what. Public meeting.
They didn't read your public comment. If they offer an option to read it, they should read it.
They didn't read mine or anybody else's because I know a bunch of people put them in. I wonder what the prosecutor's doing here.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of like, I wonder if, well, he's one of the city attorneys. He's a deputy city attorney.
Well, look, I'll tell you guys what my public comment said. I don't know why my gimbal is just moving around all the
You want
time.
to go downstairs and read it?
Yeah.
Kind of echo.
So basically, my public comments touched on everything that was going on. I said, well, because I looked on Galveston's Facebook page today, and they're giving Officer Gardner, awards because he's pulled over more cars than almost every other officer. They gave him and Jones an award because him and Jones pulled over the most cars. It doesn't matter if they were unlawfully pulled over or lawfully pulled over. They just said, you pulled over the most cars, here's a freaking award. And he's arresting, and I put that in the comment, he's arresting people for talking. And they gave this man an award. I mean, the most basic right that Americans have, free speech, he arrested him for talking, and they gave this man an award because he pulled over 300 cars in a year. It's on their Facebook page from like a month ago. Around the same time you got arrested for talking, they gave this man an award. It's ridiculous. So that was in my public comment, and my gimbal's still just flying around all over the place. My other, and then I mentioned the fact that McNeil arrested you for talking and then let you go. And then I mentioned the fact that Sergeant Gaynor arrested me for, I touched on all that. Arrested me for walking in the grass and charged me with walking in the street. So yeah, that's what my comments were about.
I'm surprised they didn't read it. They just violated the thing. You got a lawsuit against them.
We've been here 2 other times, and they read the public comments both times.
Yep.
They just didn't want to do it this time because
This time was the only ones were negative public comments.
they were all negative, so they didn't want to read them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, hey, if they would have read the public comments out, they would have been a lot better, or equally as good, I should say. Yeah. All right, you guys, we're gonna end it. We're gonna be around, so keep your eye out for us. I'll see y'all later. Hey, I'm gonna stay live until we go outside in case we're being stalked. I don't know what's going on with my gimbal.
It's all the government interference.
It's probably what it is. I'm probably getting hit with one of those, what do they call it? God dang it, I can't remember the name of it. There's Galveston Police right there.
They're probably inside. Shoot, that's 2033. That's the car that Rivas was driving when this car was not assigned. This car was not assigned to anybody.
Oh, yeah.
On May 17th.
So he did a public records request. Tell him about that.
So I did a public records request for Jared's Rivas pretty much duty assignment, and I didn't know who he was at the time. He wouldn't identify.
This is when he wouldn't identify.
And he still doesn't identify. But I did a public records request for who was in the vehicle, and they said that car right there
This car
was
right
not
here.
assigned to anybody that night.
Yeah.
But there was one officer driving it.
Was
So why the fuck? There was one officer, it was Officer Egius, E-G-I-U-S.
Yeah.
Why the fuck was he driving that car with somebody else who wasn't supposed to be in there? It
Yeah.
wasn't a team. It wasn't a team car. It wasn't a group. It was a single person that was supposed to be in this fucking vehicle. Why the hell was there 2 officers in there?
Exactly.
Jared Rivas, he pled guilty, not convicted, pled guilty to auto theft burglary, riding around, not on his duty assignment, in a police vehicle. Was he breaking into more cars?
Yeah.
He's got a badge and gun.
What were they doing?
Inside.
He wasn't assigned.
There's a nice person there. Let me pull out some heroin, throw it in the driver's seat after I break the window, because I see some heroin in there that I planted.
Yeah, so he, according to the public records, he was not assigned this car, but we have him documented in this car that night.
Yep.
What's this? I've got a blue line.
Oh, it's for the dog.
Oh, the dog.
Yeah, the dog that died.
Well, where's all the dogs that the police shoot all the time? Where's all the pets that the cops shoot all the time? I'm scared, let's shoot a dog. Somebody put a stat in my comments the other day. It's like 10,000 people, like 10,000 pet dogs have been shot by police last year. 10,000. All right, you guys. This is what the Galveston courthouse looks like.
It's the City Hall.
City Hall. Amazing, amazing, amazing brickwork job. I know. I have looked up and down. It is fucking immaculate.
They just redid the outside of it for a while.
Restoration, yeah.
You can see which parts they just
Yeah.
restored.
I'm talking about the actual job of laying the brick. It's
Yeah.
freaking, it's perfect, dude. They built shit a lot better in the past than they do now.
Hell yeah.
If that had been done in the last 10 years, it would look like shit. It'd be all sloppy all over the place. There'd be bows in and out of the wall. The damn joints would be all wavy. All right. So we got Rivas in that car. We did pull a public records request, and he wasn't even assigned to that car. These guys just don't do whatever the hell they want. These Galveston police officers, they just do whatever they want. They don't follow policy. They don't follow the laws. They hire criminals. You know.
I thought they were gonna arrest me when I said "fuck" in there.
Yeah.
It's public comment. They can't tell me that I can't address my fucking
Well, you
public
guys,
employees fucking shit up.
We're in Galveston, so you know we'll be around here for a little bit. So stay tuned. You know shit's about to go down.
Yeah, I just pissed them off. I kicked the fucking hornet's nest. I'm gonna use that goddamn word all night long. Fuck you, fucking cops.
Ex-bootlicker, what's up?
Hope everybody enjoys. If anybody would like to donate, Harvey Freebird's donation links are in the description below. We do this because we enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do this we wouldn't go to jail if we didn't enjoy going and out and filming the cops and holding them accountable. We wouldn't do that, guys.
Yeah.
So people who say, oh, we're just doing this to get famous on YouTube. No, we're doing this because we really fucking care about what the fuck's going on in our communities.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that fucking word all night long. Apologize
Well,
for YouTube live stream.
There's one, and what I was trying to say earlier is they got these things called stingers now that can fuck up your, and what it does, it'll interrupt your cell phone signal and it'll steal all your data off your phone. Okay, but going back to what you were saying, all of us cop watchers, man, all the cop watchers that I've met, we're a very different, we're all very different, okay? But one thing we have in common is we've all been screwed over by the cops somehow, unlawfully arrested. We've all, we've all seen how corrupt and how out of line and how far away the cops are getting from the Constitution. We all have that in common. So that's what brings us all together, man. And most of us that do this, we're not Republican or Democratic. It doesn't even matter. We all have
a society issue.
Yeah.
It's not a political issue. It's a society issue.
Yeah, we decided, we need to keep an eye on these guys. And I tell you, the main reason that I enjoy doing it is when I show up with my camera and I see people immediately getting let go and the harassment stops and I catch the cops doing something they're not supposed to do and I save somebody from going to jail. That's what I get out of it. That's my enjoyment out of it. So yeah, hell yeah. Because all the times I was being harassed by cops in Mississippi and getting my rights violated, I wish somebody would have showed up with a camera that knew their rights. Because back in those days, I didn't know my rights. They used to pull me over, and before they even asked for ID, they were opening my door and dragging me out by my shirt. Didn't even tell me what I'm getting pulled over for, and they're already digging underneath my seats, playing drugs. I'm serious. So yeah, all right, y'all, we're done. See y'all later. Appreciate y'all joining me. I'm sorry we got fucked out of the public comments. I know a lot of people put in public comments electronically. I know I did too, and that's why these fuckers didn't read them. They changed the rules on us, just like just typical corrupt bullshit, man. Always. If it had been a bunch of bootlickers that put in the comments, they would have read every fucking one of them.
We love the police department.
They'd have been here till midnight if it had been a bunch of bootlicker comments.
That's the problem, guys.
Oh, cool. Thanks for this. Thanks for the $10. Any advice for a first-time audit?
Go with somebody else who does it.
First-time audit. Just fucking do it, bruh.
I'll do it. But I would suggest if there's somebody in your area, connect with them. Somebody who's been around and done one before. Because if you go out and you do one thing wrong, the cops will arrest you.
Yeah.
Trust me. We don't all go out on our very first week. One of my very first audits I ever did, I got arrested. I had 30 subscribers on YouTube.
Have somebody watching your back, man. Go,
Do it Facebook Live on your own.
Yeah, because if they grab you.
That way your family can know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, because they snatch you up and delete your shit, man. But my first advice would be, because you're gonna be really nervous when you walk up. Because, I filmed over 300 traffic stops, and I'm still nervous every time I get out of my car and approach them because they're violent people, they're criminals. So, on your first one, just stand back and record. Don't even try to interact with them. Just record. Make sure you're on a public sidewalk. Make sure you use the crosswalks. Don't jaywalk. Don't walk in the street. You know, if the cops start talking to you, immediately ask for their name and badge number, immediately. You know, and make sure somebody knows what you're doing. If you're by yourself, make sure somebody knows that you're going to film police and what city you're in, because that way if you disappear, somebody knows that you got arrested.
Or where you're at.
Or where you're at. Yeah, we do that all the time. He calls Heather Holt every time before he films a traffic stop, religiously, or me or Great Lakes Audits or somebody. It's a good habit to be into. So here we got the there's still 84 people in here, man. It's crazy. There's not even anything going on, and I got 84 people in here. Appreciate the that's pretty impressive, man. You guys. Thanks for the loyalty and shit. What is this over here?
Public records. There's a cop right there.
Where?
Right there. Straight in front of you.
Oh. We got an officer walking over here. Hey, what's up, Todd? Good to see you, man.
Is he in a personal vehicle?
Todd's in my live chats.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't want to give out a lot of information, but no, I'm just saying, you know, Todd is in there. He's a good friend of mine. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Is that undercover?
I don't know, man. It's fat ass.
Can't fit his fat ass in the fucking. That's the problem with Galveston cops. Very few of them are actually lean.
All right, well, he's leaving. There ain't no point in walking over there. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. I'm going to end it. You'll keep your eyes out because we're down here in the hornet's nest. Anything could happen at any time. See y'all later. Tell them bye.
Peace.
Later.